NBA fans, welcome back to my channel. Jordan versus LeBron. Okay, I just got done watching this NFL game, and Baltimore just got beat by Kansas City. No surprise, because Kansas City, that's the NFL darling. And, a lot of people saying this stuff is scripted before the game even started. But what I want to say is Lamar Jackson is a fraud. I'm trying to tell you, I'm talking about a quarterback fraud. Now, you see he had 272 passing yards, but that really isn't what we seen on the field. I mean, he only got 200 yards is because when he passed, one of his passes, it was a long pass, and I give him credit for that. I think that was in the first quarter. But after that, a couple passes were short, and his guys took it more yards or whatever like that. But this guy is a fraud. I'm trying to tell you, look, his average passing yard is 7.4. That oh my God, this guy, I guess what was in the fourth quarter? Was it third or fourth? This guy had a chance to get a touchdown or just get closer to a touchdown and threw the ball right into three people. It seemed like we seen this all through the playoffs to end the games, and that's pretty much where the game ended. Even though they had another try and they kicked the field goal, but I I'll tell you what, boy, that Lamar Jackson, and the media just kiss his butt, because before this playoff run, he had like some of the worst playoff runs of all times when it comes to all-time quarterback passing yards, efficiency, just everything, yards per pass, everything. And they might let him off the hook this time because he got to he got to the AFC Championship game. But man, this guy, he can't throw. He can't throw. I mean, he's got a gun, he's got a cannon, but he's not accurate. He's just not. In the way he throws the ball that fast, I don't see how anybody can really catch that ball. It's just it just don't seem like it's accurate the way he throwing that ball. I thought by the time halftime came, they wasn't down by what 17-7 or something like that. So I was surprised he just didn't run for it because last game he had like 150 passing yards and he ran for 150. So I think he should have just ran it this game, and he would have came out on top or would have came closer to winning. But what happened to that Baltimore defense? I thought they was breaking all kind of records during the year and shutting people down, and I mean Kansas City just worked them, and it wasn't like it was a blowout or anything like that. But as far as them holding the ball, they held the ball so much, Baltimore never got the damn ball back. And that kind of hurt Baltimore on offense that they never got the ball. They didn't have as many plays. So where was that Baltimore defense all of a sudden? It just did not show up. And a lot of people picked Baltimore to win this game, and I just couldn't see how Baltimore was going to win this game from the get-go because Kansas City is Kansas City. And the thing about it, I remember when the Buccaneers played Kansas City in the Super Bowl. What's the first thing they did? They blitzed and they shut down Kelce. Blitz and shut down Kelce. They would letting everybody else get theirs, which I know it's a different receiving core, but that's what you got to do. You got to blitz. Patrick Mahomes, don't give him no time because I mean that guy knows. What I'm trying to tell you, this guy knows his routes, okay, and he's gonna throw it straight to the guys on them routes. He knows when they end, when they start, when they break up, everything. So you got to get this guy off his game. You can't let this guy stay on his game in the pocket. And you can't leave Kelce open. It don't matter if Kelce don't get the ball, but every 6 plays you cannot leave this guy open because that 6 play he's gonna make the big play. I would never leave this guy. I just don't understand how they could leave this guy open. And like I said, when Tampa played him in the Super Bowl, they was all over him. They wouldn't let him do nothing. And actually he was I forget who was guarding him. But it was a linebacker that was on him the whole time, man. I forget this guy's name, but yeah, they shut Kelce down. That's what you got to do, man. You got to shut Kelce down. I mean, because he's not going to make every play, and he might not even have 100 yards in the game, but he's going to make the big plays because that's who he is. So those are the two people you got to shut down, Mahomes and Kelce, with the blitz and just real good coverage on Kelce. But you would think this, what they say all time Baltimore defense. You would think that's what they would have did. If you go back to the Ray Lewis and the Terrell Suggs defense and stuff, man, they would have been all over these guys. I don't want to hear no comparison to them being better than that old Baltimore defense. Or Baltimore had a lot of good defenses, and I didn't see it. I didn't. There's nothing I've seen. Another thing is Baltimore. They didn't run the ball. They didn't run the ball a lot. I don't know why. They should have kept running the ball and kept running the ball. But it was a weird game to where it could have been a blowout. Easily could have been a blowout. But for some reason, it wasn't. They stayed close. I guess you could say because Baltimore's defense, but I think Kansas City they were playing a lot of stuff safe and running the ball instead of throwing it at certain times. And if they didn't get the first down, they just kicked it back to Lamar because they know Lamar is garbage. He's not a good quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. And if you go back and look at what's this guy's Shap Attack, I think that's his name, Shap Attack. Oh boy, he drilled Lamar Jackson for his pass play in the playoffs. This guy's a joke. He's got the lowest passer rating, pass per yards, everything. Not out of good quarterbacks, out of bad quarterbacks has been in the playoffs. And I just don't, man, this guy really going, and they talking about this guy get this new contract and, blah, blah, blah. Man, this look, you can have a running quarterback in this league, but you got to be able to have a guy who can throw the ball with accuracy. This guy is not accurate with the ball at all. I just saw him throw too many balls, and especially to the sideline. This guy is really inaccurate. He's just not going to do it. So, I think this is another guy that just stole money. He can put fans in the stands. That's about it. He needs to get a new haircut. I can tell you that. Looking like Whoopi Goldberg out there, he need to get a new do-up or something because get with a quarterback coach and see what he can do to be more accurate because this guy ain't accurate. He can't make the throws. He can throw the ball. He can throw the ball. Ain't no problem with that. But I'd rather have Baker Mayfield throwing the ball as far as accuracy than this guy. He just ain't gonna get it, man. So. Tell me what you think. I mean, this game was, it was a weird game, but by the time you got to halftime, you just knew Lamar was not gonna be able to win this game. He just ain't a normal quarterback. I'm trying to tell you, and I can't remember too many, just running quarterbacks that can win you these type of games, because like they always say, when you get into the playoffs, you need to be able to, everything's going to slow down. So you got to make those passes. Yeah, you can run. There's plenty of quarterbacks out there. Josh Allen can run. But guess what? He can throw with accuracy. That's the problem. Lamar can't. So tell me what you think.